So the future of film festivals. I think the future of film festivals are going to. Film festivals will continue to exist. Um, there will be a struggle. The internet has hurt everything. As beautiful as it is in making information available, the internet has disrupted the economy of pretty much everything, including film festivals, in a way where festivals will exist and they'll be smaller and more compact. The real people who really appreciate and understand cinema will want to go to them, but the struggle will be to get people who are the casual viewer from not waiting to download things from BitTorrent or see it on YouTube or so the internet presents big challenges for not just festivals but everything in our culture. It changes all the rules.
Do you think that there's like something like Chicago Underground would wind up having to be like the Flaherty seminars, where you have people get together to specifically just worship at a specific altar that they would have to, as opposed to the average moviegoer, the citizen who walks in off the street?
It's an interesting idea. I hadn't really considered that as an option, but it may be something. I think the model has changed. I mean, we're clearly in a different area of like audience attendance. I mean, when you're competing with, not just competing with Hollywood film, but every other possible form of entertainment that people could be attending, a city like Chicago that has so many options, it becomes a struggle to like find those. So maybe that's a possibility. I mean, clearly the festival experience is valuable for the filmmakers. So creating a model where that's valued over in the community that's created among filmmakers being together. But I think with a little bit of more effort and work, once you bring the general audience into that community, then I think that's the trick, is to make them feel, the general audience feel, that they're also, that it isn't a community of filmmakers, that it's just a community, and that they're welcome to be part of it as well. And I think if we do that, that's where the future should be.
So the future of this film festival possibly lies in furthering what you just said.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of thinking this on the fly as I'm answering this question, but I think that's the key, is to break down the barrier, and I think that's a big part of what underground is breaking down the barrier between creator and audience. And it's not just having an audience that's made up of creators, but it's an audience that is fluid in people attending for the first time who might be inspired to the idea that they can create art as well, and that creating art isn't a province of an elite. I mean, today a lot of filmmakers have gone through like film studies programs or cinema schools and things, but you can get a camera like the one you're shooting on right now, and with you put some thought and effort, you can create something as well. I mean, I don't believe art should ever be something that is a privileged medium. I think art should be something that is constantly being created by people in their lives on a day-to-day basis. And Brian Eno is a huge influence on me in that, and like the idea that the artist, you learn techniques, And then once you learn those techniques, then art really comes from ignoring and applying those techniques in the right combination. You know, right? And I think if we can inspire people who attend the festival to pick up a camera, or if not a camera, to be inspired the way, I mean, I guess that's where the punk rock element of what an underground film festival like us, like Chicago Underground, still can tie back to. It's the idea that you can hear, learn like a 3-chord rock song and be inspired. Maybe you're inspired not to make another 3-chord rock song, but you're inspired to paint a painting or sculpt or make a film. But the idea should be that art inspires more art, and that you shouldn't be limited. I mean, yeah, big budgets you can do a lot with those, but if you have ingenuity and drive, you can create something on very minimal means, and people will respond to it. And I think finding that, you know, sort of thing is what a festival like this is all about. And that's why I don't think it'll ever completely become irrelevant. It'll always have a place.
It's an all-inclusive community of it's just not, it's filmmakers and the audience. It's not and the audience, the viewers, the filmmakers, but also other forms of art.
Well, you know, like a good example, like the art exhibit in the Siskel lobby this year was a good example of that, where we asked people who are filmmakers who also create two-dimensional drawings and paintings and photography to exhibit that alongside their film work. I think that's a really exciting area of and I think that'll be increasingly a part of the festival, like bringing these other forms. Here he is.
Bye, Bryan.
I think you just ended Ray's video.
Bye, Ray. Have a good night.
Good festival. I'd man hug you, but I'm carrying this big